Hello, Blasphemy. How are you doing?
I'm not doing too bad. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm just enjoying my drink.
I was gonna say, what was your favorite drink that you brought?
Got a McDonald's Sprite.
All right. I mean, mine just good old Red Bull. I started this off with Moab, and I think it's a good one. In 10 seconds or less, can you explain what you do as a creator?
I'm a Twitch streamer over on twitch.tv/UDG_. I play with my controller backwards, and I'm better than the average player by a long shot. Sorry, does that sound cocky? I don't know.
No, you were saying that you play with your controller backwards. Why do you play with your controller backwards?
The whole thing is based off of my brothers. When I was like 2 years old, we had Nintendo 64, and that controller was huge and janky, and it made no sense. My brothers would give me the controller but not plug it in, so they decided one day to finally actually let me play, and they realized that I couldn't hit all the buttons while holding the controller the correct way, so I had to flip it around, so I actually didn't seem normal at first. My brothers thought it was very weird, but that's just how I always played, and never changed everything. All the settings are always default, so never play inverted, which everybody thinks I play inverted, but I don't.
I tried doing it for like a solid 20 minutes, and no. Not for me. I'm sorry.
Listen, I always appreciate anybody who tries to do what I do. And honestly, if you have any funny clips of you trying to do it, just tweet me them, like UDG_TV.
You started when you were a kid, and it kind of just stuck. Did you expect, to still be using your controller after the console after new console?
I mean, yeah, obviously there's certain controllers that I have to hold like the correct way, like the Nintendo Switch and like the Wii and all those. But everything that's just a regular basic controller, I just keep holding it backwards because I've never wanted to change and go the other way. I've tried, but like KD wise, it's like I have a 1 playing the regular way, and then when I play the other way, I play like 3 KD almost consistently. So I'd rather keep playing backwards.
How long have you been in like the content realm?
Whenever Call of Duty Ghosts came out, I didn't make content for a long time. So basically, what started was I met Dexbot in 2013. He was a streamer and he played COD Ghosts a lot, and then he got me into wanting to stream. And in that short period of time from like COD Ghosts to AW being released, I streamed, amassed like following like 800 followers at that time. A bunch of things happened. I think like 5 or 6 years passed where I was like, I streamed maybe like 5 times a year, and then COVID hit and I went daily for until now. Like I've missed probably 10 streams in almost 10 months at this point, and so it's just been my grind for the past god knows how long, and it kind of took off really fast because I started doing the controller cam, and it's been kind of smooth grind ever since. I've had a bunch of clips that I posted to Twitter, but my pinned tweet on my Twitter is me killing Cellulum. Actually, it was May, my bad. Cellulum, Aiden, and Priesta in Superstore, and so I jokingly tweeted at Aiden and Cellulum, and I was like, hey, nice to meet you in Superstore. Sorry I turned on Cellulum, GG though. And that same night, not even like 3 hours later, Aiden retweeted it, laughed at it on stream, showed it on stream, and they were all making fun of Cellulum, and then ever since it kind of like exploded from there.
You mentioned a few names, and I didn't realize that you knew Dexbot way back.
Oh yeah, I've known Dex for a long time.
In the content world, who do you look up to? Who do you get
Dex.
inspired by? Dex?
Dex, 100%. The thing is that when it comes to YouTube, I hate YouTube. No offense, but it's just I don't like YouTube how I enjoy Twitch streams, and like I enjoy TikTok and stuff and Vine and all that. Like Vine used to be the funniest thing for me, but like TikTok's cool, but I think Twitch streaming's always been like my entertainment. Considering the first person that I really looked up to when it was back in like 2010 or whatever was like Tim the Tap Man, because I met him a couple times because we're from the same area, and so like he was a huge inspiration as well, and he was just one of those big streamers. I was like, dude, I wish I could be him. And then Dex was like, I'll take you under my wing and I'll teach you a few things, and now here we are.
I mean, that kind of segues quite well onto a further question. How did you get into Carnage's eyes?
So I haven't been told no one told me how I got into Carnage. Just like no one explained like the full story, like how this came to be. But the story goes that they were talking about new people to recruit. Apollo dropped my name, which Apollo being the leader, a bunch of people kind of jumped on that because before I was recruited, Sean J Gaming, she had made a video reacting to my backwards controller stuff. Dex made a video a while back reacting to my backwards controller stuff. So a lot of that stuff just kind of like snowballed. So the fact that Apollo mentioned my name, so many people jumped on it right there and then.
Because I knew that there was a boost of popularity around like June, July, that kind of time, and I presumed that was how you kind of got people's attention and such.
My growth, I feel like, compared to a lot of people, has been a bit larger, considering my average viewership has gone way up from like I did it for 5 years and I had 2 to 3 every stream, and now I'm getting streams that go from 10 to like 30 to 40 at times, and it's insane. But in my head, I always have this plan for partnership, and I feel like that is my goal this year. I don't really care for numbers. You can have the numbers you want, but I feel like having that verified and be partnered is like my big thing right now.
It's quite controversial with Ghosts. What's your opinion on?
It's a great game. There's nothing wrong with Ghosts. I don't know why everybody hates it. I think the issue is the fact that it was the first next gen. I guess back then it was the first next gen CODs. People expected like this huge crazy thing. That's why AW was the way it was. And that's why I hated AWs, because it went too far in my opinion. Like, I get jetpacks. I think BO3 is one of my favorite games. Even though it does have like the boosting around and stuff, it wasn't as crazy as I'm gonna go like 100 feet in the air and fly around and smoke you from the air. And I'm like, nah, I didn't like that at all. There's a lot of the new CODs that I didn't even like really touch. And that was just due to the fact that like I lost interest in Call of Duty, and I got more interested in like Madden, 2K, and like other games. I got stuck on Minecraft for about a year because I was addicted to all games, dude.
I don't like jetpacks, but personally, I think AW was the best jetpack. I like that clunky. I like that rough, rustic kind of feel. You have to work for it. You have to push.
Okay.
BO3, I just felt a bit too princessy rainbow kind of.
I can float.
What kind of music do you vibe to?
Oh my god, my taste in music's all over the place. I like rap. I like hip hop. I won't listen to mumble rap. I'll listen to stuff that has a little bit more meaning, a little bit actual lyrics I can kind of understand. I don't really care about hearing about how much money somebody has. But after that, like, I'll listen to country and metal. Weirdly enough, recently I've been listening to a lot of sea shanties.
Is there a type of content you want to do that isn't what you currently do or have done in the past?
I like showing out the backwards controller stuff. Like playing with randoms is like one of my favorite things to do when I do Warzone or like zombies. The only issue is that recording voice for some people, especially in like randoms, they're always in game chat. But I like to catch people's reaction to them realizing that I'm playing backwards. What I always want to do is like play with randoms and get them to come to the stream like after the game and like get their reaction and be like, there's no way you're playing backwards the whole time. But like I just always thought it'd be funny to get like reactions of people like seeing me and like how I actually play. It's kind of weird, but like GTA, like RP and stuff, because like I'm my character. I like to have fun. I'm not just a robot who's like, I just want to play Warzone and complain about the game the whole time. There's a lot of streamers like that. They only play the same game. They just complain about it the whole time. And then when they play other games, they're in this like competitive mindset consistently. And if I have on any other game, my brain is just like, let's just have fun and just do whatever. But
so outside of the COD franchise, you mentioned GTA. Is there any other games that you play on the side that you just vibe with just as much, if not more?
Phasmophobia is one of the games that I've been playing a good amount on stream. Other than that, Among Us is fun. But one of the games that I grind out usually like on my own every year is like NBA 2K or Madden. Just because I do appreciate the competitiveness in that, but like my friends, when we play, we're just kind of like goofing around, and like I enjoy that.
What would be the top 3 things that you would give to somebody who's trying to pursue streaming, joining a team, content creation as a whole?
Don't focus on a team. Focus on yourself. Set goals that are unrealistic, because I understand that there is like milestones and like little wins. In my head, if I set like a little milestone and I hit it, I go, cool, what's the next one? And that's how I've always been. It's just if I have a little milestone, I'll hit it as fast as I can. As soon as I hit that, I have to make another one, and I'll stress myself out. Whereas being a partner streamer and getting that 75 average and having the follower count that I want, it's a huge goal that I set this year. Partnered, and I think I said like 10k followers on Twitch, 8,000 away by the way, and like a 55 people away from average viewership. Huge goal. But I was always like told to just shoot big, because you may shoot for the moon, like land upon the stars. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, I'm gonna get to the moon sooner or later, but I'll chill in the stars for right now.
What do you think the hardest thing is when it comes to streaming?
Oh, having a personality. I can tell you right now, anybody who comes to stream or do anything when it comes to streaming, you can do YouTube. You can make yourself look good on YouTube. You can fake everything. You can put on a fake personality. You can record a video for about 10 to 20 minutes or an hour. And you can cut out all the bad parts, but all the good. Everybody who sees you do bad or that plays with you and they know that you do crappy sometimes, but sometimes you have great games, that's what you're showing on YouTube. You're showing you're awesome, like, I'm super good, look at me, I'm a hero. Yeah, you're polished, you're good, you don't have slip ups, you don't mess up on your words because you cut that out of the video. When you're a streamer, you have to learn how to deal with your emotions and like always keep your energy high. If you're gonna try and like stream and be like halfway through a stream, like you come in, you're excited, bouncy, and then you realize you have 2 viewers, and then you get to like halfway through, and then you're like, that's another game down, lost again, killed by a DMR. Like, I've caught myself doing that at times, and it's mostly because like I get through 6 hours, and then all of a sudden I'm like, if I died one more DMR, I'm gonna break something, and you can't let stuff get to you as you would if you were like just recording stuff. Because I understand people get frustrated, but as a streamer, you have to be that entertainer and you have to enjoy the time you have with your people. I understand sometimes games just don't go your way. It happens. I've gone 8 hours before and not gotten one win while streaming and just kept all my energy high and just hope that the next game would be better. If you're going to be a streamer, know that you have to have that entertainment value to you and you can keep it going.
But with that said, I that's kind of all the questions I actually have. But nonetheless, I really appreciate your time. On that note, episode 2, I think this is done and dusted. Thank you very much.
Doses.